I'm all ready to go up on the marsh. Take 2. Let's try again. That's for later, after the walk. Look at that for a beautiful day. Okay, so here we are again, going over the M56, and we'll be coming down onto the marsh. So we're here again for the second time this week. Let's see if this journey is going to be a bit more successful than the last one. Look, there you can see the turbines up there. So that's where we're going to walk, up there today. Yeah, very rocky and bumpy. So here I am on the marsh again after a few days, because the other day it went hopelessly wrong. And if you saw my other video called Vaniversary, you'll see why it went hopelessly wrong. This key dropped to pieces just as I was getting out of the door. So now I'm back, the key's in one piece, and I'm going to go up on the marsh this minute, and then I'm going to come back and make some lunch in the van. We're going to go up on the marsh and see those wind turbines and walk along to the end where we can have a look out over the Cheshire Plains and see the countryside and see if there are any birds on the lake. I've got my camera with me with the big long lens, so I might get some good pictures. I've got my sausage roll in the drawer, and that's going to be put in the oven when I get back to heat it up, and then I'm going to make a salad to go with it. Uh-oh, a big black cloud there. Can't see any birds. Nothing. quite a lot of butterflies about as well. Right across Cheshire, you can see for miles. Well, let's go a bit closer. It feels like you're on the top of the world. I'm right underneath the wind turbines now, and they're absolutely massive. I'll show you. I'm thinking about that sausage roll. I hope my van's still there. That's always a worry when you've got a camper van. Will it be there when you get back to it? Just coming back to the van now. There it is. What a beautiful day. Lush green trees. It's absolutely lovely today. Perfect day. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Oh, somebody left it on. That must have been me. It was already on. And then I just need to... And now I'm going to make a salad. Have another bit. Celery. and red pepper. I'm just going to put the table up now while I'm waiting for the sausage roll. And then I'm going to put the telly on. This is the telly. It's got a battery in it, so it's just a freestanding telly. You can use it anywhere in the middle of a field if you want to. So you just press the power button. Oh, actually you've got to switch it on first at the side. Press the power button and there it comes on. It's got a stand at the back, look. So I'm going to stand it up. But before you do anything, you've just got to plug the aerial into it, which is this socket here. And you've got to do that before it will get any of the channels. And the aerial is here. This is the aerial. I'm just going to unwind it and put it into the television, and I might stick it out of the window. It's actually a magnetic aerial and it sticks onto the van very strongly, so even if you were to forget about it and drive away, it wouldn't actually matter, although I haven't actually done that, thank goodness. I think my sausage roll's nearly done. I can smell something good. Right, so there's the aerial for the telly, and I'm just going to plug it into the telly now, and off we go. Just this side like that, and then the aerial goes in there, and well, I'll put it just there for now, and then it does come with a charger as well in case you want to charge it up when you're at home before you come out. So that's the charger, and I just keep it there. I never leave it in the van. I never leave anything in the van. So this is the remote control for it. I'm going to put it over there behind the tripod, away from the food, and then I'm just going to find a channel that I want to watch. I'm just going to stick it onto the van actually. I'll show you. There, look, the aerial just sticks like that, or you can stick it onto the outside and stick it upwards, and there it is, look, just plugged into the side of the television itself. And I'm just going to take out my lovely lunch. Now, I haven't got any oven gloves in here, so I'm going to use this tea towel. Oh, look at that. I've got the television on, so you just select on here the mode that you want to use, which is DTV, I think, isn't it? Digital television, and then you've got the channel that you want. Very nice. Have a bite. Right, so I'm just going to boil the kettle, make some tea. Nice cup of tea. Let's see now. Oh, it's here, isn't it? Yeah. See, if you haven't used your van for a long time, you forget things. And I forgot where that electrical switch was, but it's here. That's the M56 there. We just came over that to get onto the marsh here. And that's my view from that window. I just wanted to show you the toilet, which is here. You have to raise this up like this. I have to take this up. And then you just, this is just a worktop, like that. And you raise it up. You hold it with that bit there. And then you bring this part up and you turn the toilet round to face where you want it to face, and then you can use the toilet in the van. Just turn it round like this, and then you can sit on it and nobody knows what you're doing. So I prefer to keep it hidden. So I turn it around like that, and then you pull this over it, right down to there, so you can't see it, and then you put this back on the top, and there it is. Right, that's all clean and tidy now. All done. I think I'll put my feet up and watch the telly. And I'm switching the gas off because you always must switch the gas off once you're finished with it before you leave the van. So righty tighty, lefty loosey. So it's righty tighty, close up the door, and then you know it's all safe. And take the table down, because you don't travel with a table in place. So that comes down, and the table sits there behind the seat. So that's down, and this part of the table just pulls out and it sits behind there. I'm going to try and drive home in my flip-flops because my feet are hot, so I'll see how that goes. Well, that's it for today. We'll come back again another time. I'm leaving the marsh now. That's the M56 road there in the background. We're going to go over that in a minute to get back home. I've just stopped to show you rush hour on the M56. Well, that's it, I'm home. Thanks for staying with me if you've stayed this far. I've still got my flip-flops on, thereby proving that you can drive 10 miles in your flip-flops. Might not be advisable, but I've done it successfully. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye for now. I'm going to unpack the van and feed the cat. See you soon.